What is good, my people, and welcome to a yap session on how I tell you on how I made over 100 grand, 100 banderories from one digital product. Let me just fucking fix this boy up. Also, this is my crib. Don't ask me how much I paid. Too much money. All right, what is good, everyone? So, if you don't know me, my name's Asher. I left the trades, I left working in FIFO earning a good wage to go all in on making money online, selling digital products with my personal brand. And this shit worked out. So looking here from the proof there, over 115 banderories from one single digital product. Now let me take you back on how everything unfolded and how everything basically happened. So I was working FIFO and I decided to finish up with that and start working construction to then eventually go back to FIFO. And as I was working, I was in just this anger of the position I was in and my life and how it was going, and nothing was really working at all. I was working a good job, but I couldn't get ahead. I couldn't. My boss at the time hated me. And that's when I came to this realization that, well, no job is ever going to get me to my dream life. If my dream life is to travel, to go see places, to go surf, I want that life. Working FIFO isn't going to get me that life. And to be honest with you, bro, if I'm living week to week, I don't want to work. How am I going to get ahead if I'm living week to week? I do 20 years of construction. My body's cooked. I live week to week, your paycheck my whole life. How do I get ahead? You can't. Exactly. So, bro, once I realized this, I started looking at obviously ways to make money online. Different sorts of ways. I've tried drop shipping in the past and I was like, I don't want to do that again because that was too much of a head fuck. I tried different sorts of delivery business. Those didn't really do so well. And obviously there was SMMA, but that's oversaturated after Iman Ghazi. There's day trading, but who the fuck knows how to do that? And nothing really stood out to me. Nothing really caught my eye. But I knew one thing. I wanted to have freedom. I wanted to have location freedom. That's it. I wanted to be able to travel and make money. And really the best thing and the only way you can really do that properly, unless you do years and years of trading, is sales. So learning how to sell. And then being able to learn how to sell and being able to sell anything. And once, people don't realize this, but once you learn how to sell, it's the same framework and it's the same process of selling something from a laptop to a Gulfstream fucking jet. Now, the way that I went into this, right? So I was looking at different ways. I was looking at starting, but I wanted to learn from someone that had already done it. Found these people that were training in sales. They also had a sales agency and they were, helping people leave their fucking job. That was the goal, bro. Leave my job, make 10K a month, live in Bali, all good. And I started with them. Obviously I invested and I was scared, bro. I had never invested anything in my life. I've never done sales before. I've never sold anything other than a car on marketplace. And to go from construction to then learning sales and then to leave that is something completely different. Construction and sales are completely left and right. So just that mental, I had to really focus and really envision what I really wanted. But I have to understand the fear of failing and that fear of, what if it doesn't work out, wasn't as big as my fear of working construction for the rest of my life. I was more frustrated with going to work every single day for the same wage and thinking, what the fuck am I doing? That frustrated me more and motivated and just lit a fire inside me to then go out and try something and completely new with the potential of making money. Now, I started training with these guys. It was all on Zoom. It was like over the phone. So it was remote, obviously. And I started learning from people that had made a lot of money with sales. And within about 3 months, bro, I managed to match my income. And I decided to quit my job. Then I think a week after I matched my income, I'm $2,000 in a week. And then I hit my first 10K month on the 4th or 5th month. And that was that. Once I quit my job, and I was making consistent income, packed my bags and I moved to the Philippines. And so this is the thing, bro. Once you learn one skill, once you learn how to do one simple thing, it can change your life. All I simply learned was sales. That was it. Then I wanted to take it to that next level. And that's when I started selling digital products and using my personal brand. Now, you do not have to do a personal brand. You do not have to post on social media for this. You do not have to. That's the most commonly asked question, and you do not have to. And the reason is, being a closer, you can still make heaps of money. Look at Eliza, a warehouse worker who just made $1,800 in a week, or Andy who made a week's wage in a day. So the potential's there. just a skill set. It was that realization, bro, that I don't have to flog my body. I don't have to work out in the sun for 10, 12 hours a day just to make coin. And there's more to life and there's more opportunity in today's age than what our parents experience, what other people experience, because times are different now. You can whip up your phone and talk to someone straight away. So if you can do that, then why can't you make money doing something that quick? And there's just an abundance of opportunity out there in the online space. I make money from a regular ass job that people used to do for the last 50 to 100 years, when you can use something that has been started and take advantage of something that's new and make money from it. You know what I mean? So going into that, and obviously the fear of what if it doesn't work out, that is going to be natural. Whether you're starting, whether you're not, that is how it works. And for me, like I said, bro, the motivation of being stuck in a job and working that for the rest of my life was that lit a fire inside me. But also along with that is, and how I was able to scale so quickly, and how I was able to hit my first $10,000 a month, and how I was able to make over $100,000 with this, is the people I surround myself with. And also my consistency going at it every single day and just making it your focus. Because you can't really, when people say they make easy money, you don't want to believe them. Nothing's really easy, is it? And if it is easy, then it's quick, and quick things never last. So with that, I surround myself with the right people. I surround myself with people that are always pushing for more. Surround myself with people that were a lot more successful with me. Now that's a big one, because if you are the most successful person in the room, you're in the wrong room. If you're the most smartest person in the room, you are in the wrong room. So for me, I was always the dumbest in the room, the brokest in the room. So that, I can use that as my advantage. Meaning everyone else, all their knowledge, all their wisdom, and that's something that people don't really understand, and it's something that people don't really understand, and it also goes the other way. If you hang out with 4 crackheads, you're going to be the 5th one. Simply because you're just around that area, and then one day you're like, chuck me the pipe. It just happens. So it can happen that way, and it can happen the other way. Overall, guys, I have turned my life around fully, and basically just changed the whole. And if I can do it, man, I am no fucking smarter than you in any sort of way. I didn't do well at school. I didn't go to uni. I went into a trade. I went into FIFO. Absolutely, I've doom scrolled my brain, cooked. I've done drugs. I still drink, but I made it work simply because I was consistent, motivated, and also had the right people around me. So that is my advice to you guys. And honestly, what the fuck is the worst that can happen? You know what I mean? What is actually the worst that can happen? Think about it for a second. Let's say you try, you fuck it up, you lost money or you lost time. No, you didn't really lose. Maybe you lost money, but you can make money back. Lost time, you can't get that back, but you learned how not to do it. Flipping it like that, and instead of just throwing in the towel, you learn how not to create a business. You learn how not to close a deal. You learn how not to do something. And now this gives you an opportunity to figure out how to do it correctly. It's like that saying, if you were 40 no's away from a yes, you would be running through those no's. You'd be, all right, done. 35 to go. 30 to go. All right, no. 28 to go, let's go. You'll be punching through it. And that's the mindset you have to have with this. And that's the mindset that you have to have with this, because you will fail, you will fuck up, you will have shit times, you will have shit weeks. It isn't just an overnight success thing, and it isn't just a thing that you do easy and happens straight away. It's something that you build, and does take a while to build up. But then again, you can have it forever. And it's like, people always say, I want to start a business model. I want to start day trading. I want to do this business model. I want to sell this. That's where people also go wrong. Like if you think about a skill set that's in your mind. It's in your mind forever. So no matter what happens, you still have that in your mind. Compared to a business model. If the business fucks up, goes to shit, gets banned, then you have no income. If you know sales, you can just pivot. That flexibility to pivot. So thinking that, focus on skill set instead of just the next business model, because you will just be chasing the next business model for the rest of your life, to be honest. And other than that, I hope this was of value for you. This is just raw yaps, eh? But if you have any questions, leave a comment, maybe subscribe, that would be great. And if you want to ask me a question personally, then just send me a message on Instagram. Cheers.